Cryptos, they fell hard again today. Regulation fears and global market uncertainty causing Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the rest of the global crypto market cap to continue to fall even more today. The overall market cap down 14.7%, with Bitcoin down about 13, Ethereum down 15.7, Dogecoin down 11.3, and yada 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 going down. Lots of cryptos, almost every single one, double digits red, some significantly more. Now, this has come because of a couple of reasons. The biggest one coming out just a couple days ago of Chinese authorities and the U.S. Treasury last week announcing moves to tighten regulation and tax compliance on cryptocurrencies. Now, this is huge. Obviously, crypto is seen as like the Wild West. Nothing can stop anyone. There's no regulation. There's no taxes. There's no nothing. It's basically a free for all where you can do whatever you want. But that's starting to be tightened down a lot. And it's causing a lot of fears. The Bitcoin sell-off continued today, and is down a ton. And is down a ton because of this. And its recent sell-off is a major reversal for the cryptocurrency, which used to be on fire. I mean, if you guys actually go and look at this chart for Bitcoin, I mean, it was on a tear. It was on an absolute tear these past couple of months. Actually, the past year, honestly. Just from literally a year ago, around $8,000. Jumping up to $65,000, right about in April. And since then, it's been a rough patch. Now, another major reason behind this is what we talked about a couple weeks ago with Elon Musk. Elon Musk, obviously one of the biggest promoters in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, decided to switch his sentiment and go a little bit more bearish on it. Because obviously he delivered a really big blow earlier in the month when he announced that Tesla was going to suspend vehicle purchases using cryptocurrency over the environmental concerns. And this is after he accepted it. He was the first to accept it, and then he switched his stance, did a little flip-flop on him, and that caused it to crash. Went on Twitter, said a lot of things as well. But he is still holding his Bitcoin for Tesla, and holding his Dogecoin as well. But, this is seen as not good publicity. Some people like to say all publicity is good publicity. Not in this case. When you're fighting for legitimacy and real world use case, and then you have the one person that's the most bullish on it who uses it, all of a sudden go back on what he said, because that cryptocurrency is actually not as good for the environment. Another thing is JP Morgan, one of the biggest financial banks in the world, showed that a report of large institutional investors dumping their Bitcoin and buying gold instead, which raised many questions about the support for cryptocurrency. You had Jim Cramer go on and talk about how, there's just too many of them, and, that most of them do absolutely nothing. And he's right about that. If you actually look at cryptocurrencies, there's over 10,000, and there's really only a couple that actually do things. There's a ton of scams out there. There's a ton of, jokes, and it's bad for the market. Stuff like Doge, Elon Mars, it's just, this stuff is bad for the market. This has no real world use case. It's just a meme, and, it makes a mockery out of things. You got that. You got my personal favorite, PooCoin, classic. But I mean, this stuff just makes an absolute mockery of cryptocurrency, and it makes it so there's no real reason for people to own, a joke. Put your money in something else instead. And then obviously, Chinese authorities calling for tighter regulation on crypto mining and trading was a big thing as well, because China is the biggest country in the world, biggest continent in the world, whatever you want to call it. And they went ahead and are calling for tighter regulation, banning financial institutions from providing services for cryptocurrency. So obviously that's very big as well. And then the U.S. Treasury announced that it would require stricter crypto compliance with the IRS. Having to pay your taxes on the crypto, it sucks. It's such a risky investment. If it doesn't pay off, or, if it pays off, you're still paying a hefty fine on that. So, right now it's holding around 33,000. The big resistance point that people are talking about is 31,500. And it tested that a little bit ago, but has recovered very, very good since then. We'll see. We'll see if it can actually dip under. I don't know if it will. I have no idea. But nothing is out of the ordinary. Anything can happen with this. And the market cap has lost a lot recently. This used to be $1 trillion Bitcoin. Now it's 620. Ethereum especially is taking a massive hit. Ethereum is down over 50% from highs. Dogecoin is way above, down more than 50% from highs, and it's all seeming a little bit like it's coming apart right now. Pardon me, and it makes a lot of people nervous, because when you look at it from the short term side, you see this, you say this is an amazing buy, down 40%, down 30%, but then you go here and you look at how much it's gone up in the past year. And it doesn't look like it's down that much. It's up an insane amount. It's still up 10x from 200, to hitting 4,200 to now at basically 2,000 almost. So it's still a 1,000% gain. And that's just on Ethereum. You also have things like Dogecoin, which whether you love Dogecoin or not, it was obviously based on a meme. And that obviously is seen by a lot as very suspicious. But you look at Dogecoin. Dogecoin is fractions of a penny. Then it goes up to 75 cents at one point. And now is at 30 cents. So it's still up 50x from where it was. And, depending on what time frame you're looking at it, you're either like, holy crap, this thing's up a ton, or holy crap, this thing's down a ton. So it's kind of an interesting way to look at it, depending on what type of lens you're looking at these cryptocurrencies from. The time frame, they either look like the biggest bargains in the world, or they look still grossly overvalued, and that's for you guys to decide. That's for your personal risk tolerance to decide. But what I want you guys to do is I want you to pick, if you're going to pick a cryptocurrency to buy, pick something of quality, pick something that is actually used and that can actually stick. That's not gonna fall away. Like if you scroll all the way down here and you click one of these random coins, is OMG network going to stand? You have to ask yourself that. Is Raven coin going to stand? Or is something like Ethereum or Bitcoin going to stay? So if I was an investor of cryptocurrency and I saw this dip as a buying opportunity, I would go ahead and pick up one of these two. Because these are seen as like the gold standards. Bitcoin is the gold standard of cryptocurrency. And Ethereum is the good technology of blockchain that everything is based off of. So, I don't recommend buying into one of these random ones. A lot of you guys like SafeMoon, I understand that. But, when things are crashing, you think people are going to really put their money into something like SafeMoon? That, I don't know, still hasn't really proven itself yet? Or are they going to put their money into like Ethereum or Bitcoin? So that's what you have to ask yourselves. But anyways, guys, I don't want to go on too long about this because there's no need to. I think that the most important part of this is there's a lot of uncertainty, and in any market, uncertainty is never a good thing. So when some of this uncertainty clears up, I think you're going to see a rebound. But until then, no. And if you continue to see institutional dumping, that's not going to help as well. That's how you see these massive drops in one day from institutional investors dumping hard and people being over leveraged. And when I say over leveraged, using a ton of margin to buy cryptocurrencies on money that they don't have. And so when it pulls back hard, they get wiped out instantly. So if you guys are owning cryptocurrency, I don't recommend doing it on leverage. You guys know me. I like using leverage on stocks, like blue chip, top 10, top 20 companies in the world. That's one thing. But when you're using it on coins that, have no regulation, have no real world use case in a lot of aspects, it can be very, very risky. And we've seen a lot of traders get their accounts absolutely decimated and blown up in this past week. In these past 7 days, we've seen that happen. So I recommend, playing it smart, never going all in on a crypto, too soon. Dollar cost average down. Be smart. Use fundamentals. Use technical analysis if you have to. Watch for the resistance points. Really see. Study the charts. Obviously, this is not a good chart to look at. This is just coin market caps. Go into a little more detail. You can see some candlesticks and see, are people actually really dumping hard here? Or is this just something that is going to recover somewhat soon? So you see these big red candlesticks right here, and you got to find yourself a resistance point. That's up to you. If you're into technical analysis, you got to find that. But you can also look at volume. This is massive volume. Massive. Over double what we've seen ever, in the past couple months. So, that's kind of scary that we've seen this much volume, just recently. So watch these things carefully. This is on the 19th. Today's the 23rd. This right here is kind of like what we're looking at right here. To see, again, not as high as this one, but getting up there. We've also had some heavy selling pressure these past couple days. So watch it closely, really be careful. But, right now it does not look too good, and I'm going to be honest with you about that. But anyways, guys, hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are staying safe and not losing too much money. Do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe if you guys enjoy. And I'm going to see you guys next video. I'll keep you guys updated on some of these cryptos and stuff. But market opens up tomorrow. I'm pumped. First day trading in New York again, so that'll be fun and interesting. But yeah, guys, in the meantime, just have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll talk to you guys soon. So thank you for everything, and enjoy your summer. Hop in the Discord, come and chat with us. But yeah, like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next video. Take it easy, guys. Bye-bye.